Hello YouTube and vinyl community, Frank here aka Mr. 666 Calls, back with another video. It's gonna be one of multiple parts with my score of the century. So my first video is gonna be on ECM records from Germany. I've watched Jeff's 1958 The Record Man's Thread on ECM, and tell you the truth, with the video responses that I got from everyone, I fell in love with that label. And luckily for myself, I had 11 records in my recent score that belonged to ECM records. So I gave a listen and I just fell in love, you know, that free jazz, avant-garde, you know, like very experimental. You know, some albums have been recorded in church, some in monasteries, you know, like some in like just, you know, like an old plain, you know, like stable. So it's just crazy, you know, like, and the recordings, they're so vivid, you know, it's a thing of the moment. It's like so spontaneous, you know, like some recordings that I've read in one book that I ordered from ECM, that they were like in a stable and they were recording, and cows passed by and they could hear the cowbells, you know, like just ring in the background, and they kept it in their recording because it was something that it fit in with the music, you know. It's just so experimental. That's what I love about that this label, and it's something that I'm looking. I already have 4 put aside at my record store that I could get, and like I'm just gonna keep on, you know, like buying, trying to find every record on this label because it's just so amazing. So without further ado, I'm gonna show you what I picked up. This is actually what you guys are listening to in the background. It's Keith Jarrett Standards Volume 1 with Gary Peacock and Jack DeJohnette. This is wow. And to tell you guys, all the sleeves are from very good plus to near mint, and the records on themselves, they're all in mint condition. There's not a fingerprint, there's no, it's just unbelievable. So couldn't be more happy than that. This is one of my favorites up to now from what I heard from the albums that I... This is another Keith Jarrett, the Cologne concert. This is a gatefold, like most of you have shown. You guys can see, even though being a white sleeve, it's like it's in perfect shape. It's just, I'm so psyched about this. I haven't listened to this one yet, but it's like this is another Keith Jarrett Standard Life with Gary Peacock and Jack DeJohnette again. Now to some Chick Corea Septet. And like the artwork on the sleeves, they're so, you can't, you know, like as you go through bins, you know, like you know right away it's an ECM sleeve now. This is like one of the first labels. As you guys can see, look, the records are in pristine shape. This is one of their label. And the quality of the recordings, they're just, there's nothing bad to say about them. So, and now to another Chick Corea and Gary Burton duet. Another Chick Corea and Gary Burton lyric suite for sextet. Chick Corea and Gary Burton in concert in Zurich, October 28, 1979. This is a double LP. Tell you the truth, it's not one of my favorite ones, you know, there's too much xylophone. It's like I have a hard time with that instrument, you know. Maybe after a few listens I'll just get more into it, but this one I'm having a little bit of a hard time to get into. Can like everything, you know. And to another Gary Burton quartet. Picture this. Another Gary Burton quartet, Easy as Pie. This has Gary Burton on Jim Udgreen, Steve Swallow, and Mike Hyman. That's his quartet. And now to some Richard Barak Elm, George Mraz, and Jack DeJohnette. And this is Jean Garberet and Kjell Johnson, and it's Afterland. So those are my 11 ECM records that I got in the lot. And by watching, you know, like the ECM thread, like I said, this is a different label that I want to show. Another ECM. The lettering is different. As you guys can see, records in mint shape. And like I was watching the video responses, I went to the ECM site, and like maybe 2 years ago was their anniversary, 40th anniversary, and they made a special book which I order. This is like an amazing book. This is like 45 euros, but it has hundreds of interviews with musicians from the stable of ECM, which is just, there's an interview with Manfred Eicher, and it's like beautiful artwork, interviews with different musicians, artwork from the sleeves, and every interview is maybe from 2 to 3 pages long, so you don't get overboard with one single musician. It's just, you know, like interviews on the recordings and everything. It's just, what a beautiful book. And I actually ordered the 700-page thick book, the whole catalog of ECM up to the 40th anniversary. Is just, I'm still waiting on that one, because this that one comes from Japan. It's in Japanese and English, so you have the whole discography of ECM. They're not in order of release, they're by artist, which is quite different, but as you can see, what a beautiful book. It comes in a slipcase. It's just really, as you guys can see, it's pretty thick, and it's called Horizons Touch, the music of ECM. Don't buy it on eBay or Amazon, because they're going for crazy prices. Just get it directly from ECM. It's a much better deal. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As you know, I'll be making more, and as you guys can see a little bit in the background right there, those are my mosaic box sets, but I have to go a little bit through them so I can explain a bit of the recording sessions that they're from. So I'll see you soon with another video. Guys, keep the vinyl spinning, and thank you for all the nice comments that I got on Frank's score of the century. Just, I was really touched, you know, like by seeing that everyone, you know, like was happy for me and stuff. And I've got some beautiful messages from people from all over the world, even from France, Europe. It was like just crazy. It's like some of the nicest things I've heard, you know. It's like I know some people on the vinyl community have been bothered by some low lives, but just don't let it get it to you, you know. It's like, I know it's a pain, you know, when you get home and you see a stupid message from a low life, so like don't even bother, you know. It's like I've been having thoughts of removing my 666 from my YouTube name. So guys, take care. So I'll see you soon, with another video, and keep it spinning. And I won't say rock on because this is jazz, you know, just go with the flow.